Good morning. Welcome in this environmental studies class. In this class, we will study a very interesting book. The name of the book is Looking Around. And this book is full of stories and knowledge. So, in this class, I will teach you few lessons from your book which is related to social studies. I hope you all will enjoy this class. Today, we will start a very interesting chapter from your book. The name of the chapter is Up You Go. This story is about a mountaineering camp which was organized by the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarkasi. This story is focused on a teacher of Kendriya Vidyalaya whose name was Sangeeta Arora. In that camp, there were 20 teachers from different Kendriya Vidyalayas and some women from banks and other institutions. It was the second day of the camp. Sangeeta Arora got up out of bed and as she put her foot down, she felt pain in her foot. She remembered that yesterday she walked 26 kilometers with the heavy rucksack and she was afraid to go back to that steep climb and rough narrow path. With tears in her eyes, she was walking towards the room of Brigadier Gyan Singh. Who was Brigadier Gyan Singh? Brigadier Gyan Singh was the director of their adventure course. She thought that she would say to excuse her from that day's trick. Suddenly, she heard his deep voice from behind. Madam, what are you doing here at breakfast time? Hurry up, otherwise you will have to trek on an empty stomach. Sangeeta Arora. Sir. She could not say any more. Brigadier Gyan Singh. You have come to tell that you have blisters on your feet, so you cannot walk, isn't it? Sangeeta said, Yes, sir. Then Brigadier Gyan Singh, that is nothing new. Now get ready quickly. Sangeeta Arora became little upset. As she turned again, Brigadier Gyan Singh said that, Listen, madam, you are the leader of group number 7 and you have to help other members who will face difficulty in climbing the mountain. And you already knows what are the responsibilities of a group leader. So, first of all, we will discuss about the responsibilities of a group leaders. Suppose you are the leader of a group in any mountaineering camp. So, what will be your duty? That time, Sangeeta Arora was also thinking that what will be her duty and what will be her responsibilities. So, let's discuss what is the important responsibilities of a group leader in a mountaineering camp. A group leader should help others in carrying bags. Second important responsibility is a group leader should keep himself or herself in the last and let her group go ahead. Third one is a group leader should help those persons who cannot climb properly. Fourth, a group leader should find a stop to rest if anyone is feeling tired or if the group is feeling tired. That time the group leader should find out a safe place to take rest. Fifth responsibility, group leaders should look after those who are not well or feeling ill. Sixth is, a group leader should arrange the food for the group. And the most important thing is that a group leader should be ready to be punished even when someone else may have made a mistake. So, Sangeeta Arora realized that there was special kind of discipline. Before coming in that camp, she wondered that the camp will be for fun only. Now we will discuss about group number 7. Who were in group number 7? Sangeeta Arora was the leader of group number 7, which included girls from Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya and Nagaland. And she was the only teacher from Kendriya Vidyalaya. She was very happy to meet her new group members. Most of her group members could not speak Hindi well. So, there was one girl from Mizoram named Kondonbi who only knows Mizo, to whom Sangeeta Arora could not talk even once because she only knows Mizo. But they were close to their heart. On 5th February 1984, they had to cross a river. So, with the breakfast, they also had vitamin C, iron tablets and hot chocolate milk for give strength and to keep themselves warm in the cold. Every morning, there would be a medical checkup. They tied their bandages and counted the day left for their camp. After an 8-kilometer trek, they reached a river. And what was there? There was a thick rope tied across the river from one bank to another. The rope was tightly fixed to pegs and pitons on both the sides. Pegs it is a special type of hook which is attached with pillar or wall. So here Sangeeta felt nervous. She started thinking what would happen if the rope came out, and she was trying to estimate how wide the river was. Their instructor tied a rope around his waist, put a sling in it, and then put the sling on the thick rope tied across the river. Walking through the icy water, he went to the other side to show them a demo. Now, no one was ready to go first, and Sangeeta Arora was standing in the last so that no one could see her. Then the instructor came near her with the sling and rope in his hand, and he noticed fear on Sangeeta's face. So he called out loudly, "3 cheers for Sangeeta madam," and some had gently pushed her into the water. While crossing the river, she felt as if her feet were frozen. She started shivering and her teeth were chattering. She started putting her feet firmly on the river bed. As she walked further in the river started getting deep, and slowly water reached to her neck. In the middle of the river, she lost her balance and started slipping. She was so scared and felt so cold that the rope slipped from her hand. She started shouting for help. Now she was sure that she would be carried away by the river, but she found that she was tied with the rope to the sling and she was safe. Someone shouted, "Hold the rope, hold the rope." And she tried to hold the rope and pull herself forward. Slowly, with some courage, she reached the river bank, and then she was feeling a special kind of happiness on finishing a challenging task. Now, standing on the bank, Sangeeta Arora was encouraging others and calling out to hold the rope tightly. She knew that this confidence was a result of facing a challenge with courage. So, whenever you get a challenging task in your life, do it with your full confidence. Think that it is easy for you and you can do it. And never lose your courage. Then you will able to complete the task very easily. Therefore, here we learn that our self-confidence is one of the important keys of success. So, this much for today. In our next class, we will continue this chapter. Thank you.